first sets ever built, and also one of the largest sets, and was situated in the sound stages to your left-hand side for 10 years before being moved over here in time for the tour. Now the lights are low, the tables are set. This in the industry is what we call a hot set, and means it's ready for filming, so it looks fantastic on camera. So for now, I'll let you have a look around, take some photos, and I'll join you by the big fireplace in the centre of the room in just a moment. And all those at the back, if we can keep on coming in, we can fit over 400 students in here. We can definitely fit all of you. I can see a lot of you still having a look around and taking photos. Please feel free to continue to do so. But come and join me when you're done. I'm just going to tell you a few more things about this set. Now, one of the first things you may notice when you walk through those doors is the amount of detail you don't notice on screen. One of the first things I noticed is the murals that we have on the front and the backs of the walls, which are painted by our syndicators and then aged to make them look like they're over 1,000 years old. So about the same age as the castle. And then this beautiful fireplace beside me here. You may have already noticed the big Hogwarts crest on the outside, with all the individual house crests underneath. However, what you may not have noticed is if you look inside the fireplace, right at the back there is another Hogwarts crest. Now, this is quite hard to see in the films because there is usually a roaring fire taking place in this fireplace. If you do look closely, you can see it in some of the scenes. Now, all this detail that has gone into this set, there is one really big thing that is missing. Can anyone tell me what it is? The ceiling. I heard someone shout that out. Yes, it is indeed the ceiling. As you know, the ceiling was enchanted for the sky outside, and try as they might, and they did try to get the sun, the moon, the clouds, the stars, the rain. In here, unfortunately, they couldn't. So that was added using the computers in post-production. However, a model of the ceiling was made, which you will see as you continue the tour in a few moments. Now that might not be real, but the one thing I can assure you that it's very real. There's going to be opposite direction and standing piece of the wall for me. I said that is a real Yorkshire flagstone. So that is the same stone they use in castles and churches throughout the UK. But they use this because again they knew this wall was going to have to stand the test of time. And also some of the most iconic scenes. For example, Professor Quirrell would go bouncing through those doors with the Philosopher's Stone, getting trolled in a dungeon before passing out on this very floor. One wouldn't forget the duel between Professor McGonagall and Professor Snape in the Deathly Hallows Part 2, when Snape then makes his escape through those back windows. Now you can't come to Hogwarts, of course, without mentioning the Hogwarts houses. So give me a cheer if I have any Hufflepuffs. Just me then. Well, if we have any more Patterson fans, we have his outfit just here as well. We have the outfit that Cedric Diggory in the Tigers at tournament. So yes, it is the one that we're wearing your Patterson. Do I have any Ravenclaws? We have a couple. Your table's just on the back there. We have the outfit for Rowling Myrtle. Yes, she was a Ravenclaw. She was also anticipated and also the oldest actress to wear a Hogwarts robes. She was 37 years old when she put those on. Now, do we have, dare I ask, any Slytherin? Get out. I'm only joking, you can stay. We have your table on the back there. We have on the left, we have the outfit worn by Tom Felton, who plays Draco Malfoy. This is from the Order of the Phoenix. We can tell because the Royal Squad badge on his uniform. Now, I'm hoping for a big cheer here then. Do I have any Gryffindors? There we go. But we have your table and your uniforms just here. We have the outfit worn by Neville Longbottom in the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Remember, if you're going to fight a snake, you must wear a cardigan. And then we have Ron's and then Harry's outfits from the Half-Blood Prince. We can tell the difference because obviously Ron's is a little bit scruffier, patch, and a bit shorter, whereas he handed down from his brothers. But my favourite school robes has to be this little one on the end here. This is Harry Potter's very first school robes. An 11-year-old Daniel Radcliffe wore his outfit next to me, the little tie and the little wizard's hat, which doesn't appear in any film first part. The reason for this is at the end, if you remember, they celebrated and they threw the hats in the air. They didn't all come back down again. Some of them got stuck in the torches that you see around the hall, which at the time was real fire. So you can imagine they fell in there and caught fire. So for health and safety reasons, they decided not to use them again. Now, speaking of the first film, Harry would have walked through those doors and he would have walked straight down this hallway here up to the staff table, which is where he would have been sorted into his Hogwarts house. This was also the first time he was surrounded by his Hogwarts professors and some of the most iconic British actors. We have here, obviously you all know this is Professor Snape, played by Alan Rickman. Now, his costume doesn't change. You watch the films, you will notice his costume stays the same throughout the films. The only time it did was in the final film. It got a tiny little bit longer at the back, just to give it effect when he went out the back window here a bit more dramatic. Other than that, they got his outfit spot on from the beginning. And then you'll recognise this big gentleman next to my left. Hagrid, Rubius Hagrid, played by the actor. Anybody? Robbie Coltrane, yes. This may surprise you, however. The outfit next to him wasn't worn by Robbie Coltrane. This was actually worn by his 6'10" body double, an ex-England rugby player, Martin Bayfield. Now, even he still wasn't quite half giant size, so they put stilts in his shoes, padded out his outfit, and then of course the big problem was he doesn't look anything like Robbie Coltrane. They gave him a robotic head that looked exactly like Robbie Coltrane, so an animatronic head. Usually, when you saw Hagrid on screen with the other actors, it was normally Martin Bayfield's Hagrid that was there, not Robbie Coltrane's. Now, the time in the Great Hall is now coming to a close, but just a few things before you go. See some of you picked up our digital guides. The tours start just through the archway there. Just look for the numbered plaques around the tour. Anyone that's picked up a passport, we have 6 stamps in total, 4 in the first building and 2 in the second building. So keep a lookout for those. And there are 15 snitches to find as well to see if you can find them all. And I can confirm in our backlog we do have buses here, so give it a try while you're here. Now your tour is self-guided, you make your way through the archways and you can continue. Thank you very much for your time.
Ladies and gentlemen, next to in the next few minutes. If you guys take a last few photographs and make your way through the first page of the tour. If you'd like to again take some more photos or just spend a bit more time with the Great Hall, please feel free to rejoin the next one.
Just down there, we do have some of his outfits just down there.
Thank you very much.
talk to me, we think we true thoughts.